Peace, blessings, what it do, family? I go by the name of DJ912. I represent DJ912Beats.com, and newly to the family is the Superloops.com website. It'll be posted in the description below. You can catch my first beat pack, my first loop pack, the Conglomerate Volume 1. It's 21 custom loops made completely by me. Today I want to give y'all guys 5 reasons why we should be doing these 30-day beat challenges as a producer. But let's get into it, man. So number one is consistency. As a producer, sometimes we hit those riffs to where we don't want to make beats, you know what I'm saying? Or we don't feel connected to making a beat that day. And so by doing so, by challenging yourself to 30 days, you have this thing in the back of your mind and say, well, I got to do it today no matter what. And I think that helps because we all have those droughts and those down moments as producers. And what it does is it pushes you beyond the thought process of, oh, I just don't feel like doing it today. It's like, okay, I really don't feel like doing it today, but I said I was going to do it, so therefore I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of get us out of those habits of procrastinating, saying, well, nah, I'll just make it later on, I'll make it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It gets you out of the habit of procrastination. And in this industry, as far as like the YouTube channels, the IGs, I've noticed, you know what I'm saying, the TikToks, I've noticed with all social media platforms, being on the platform consistently on a daily basis helps you rank a little bit better. And that's because they want people to stay on their platforms. So that's number one, you know what I'm saying? You can benefit as a producer by consistency, by just creating more content, but also you'll be getting better because the more you do a thing, the more you're going to evolve as a person, but you'll also evolve in the ideas of how to create certain elements. And with beats, we don't want to be stuck in one box, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote. But it allow you to say, okay, if I want to make this type of particular beat, whether it be trap, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, like an 808 Mafia type beat or whatever, you know how to create that beat from scratch, you know what I'm saying, from the ground up. And I think that's one of the greatest benefits about being consistent making beats every day. So number two is great content value. And what I mean by great content value is a lot of people feel like making beats is easy, but it's not an easy process. Once you do it for so long, it seems that it's easy to other people, but they don't know about the things that you went through, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. Me, myself, as a producer, when I was coming up in the game, I didn't have a lot of people teaching me. So I was trying to make 3 to 4 beats a day. The beats be off, the timing be off, the rhythm be bad, the melodies be horrible. But I just pushed myself, so I made 4 beats a day every day. And I wasn't working at the time, so I had all the time in the world to, you know what I'm saying, progress and make beats. So now, you know what I'm saying, years and years later, people feel like, oh man, it's easy, just teach me how to do it. And I keep telling people, it's not as easy as you think it is. And so when I did my 30-day beat challenge, I actually went live on my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel as well. I went live every day for 30 days to show people some days you're going to get in a rut, some days it's not going to happen, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully, I had more good days than bad days. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can use a lot of those beats, whether it be on my website or whether it be songs that I want to write personally for myself. Okay, so number three is pushing the boundaries of creativity. And the why I say pushing the boundaries of creativity is because on day 1, you might make a trap beat. Day 2, you might make a melodic beat. Day 3, you might make an R&B beat, right? And then you got to start the cycle over again, but you don't want it to sound like day 1. And that was one of the things that I ran into to where I didn't want it to sound the same consistently throughout the 30 days, right? So I wanted different variations of beats, but I also wanted different sounds. I wanted different vibes. And by doing this 30-day beat challenge, every day I had to create a different vibe or a different melody, or figuring out how to create a different melody than the one I did before, even if I used the same chords or even the same chord progression. So it gets to a point to where you know how to change the chord progression, even if you've used that same chord in a different beat or somebody else want it. I watched a video one day about Drummer Boy when his parents was teaching him piano, because one of his parents is a classical composer, I guess, or whatever, led an orchestra or whatever. So they made him play one chord 7 different times before he can actually get up from the piano. Now that repetition it's gonna make you like, okay, now I got to figure out how to play it different, 7 different ways every time. A chord ain't but so many keys. So you figure out different rhythms and patterns. And I think that's what this 30-day beat challenge has done for me. I know that's what it done for me, and I hope it does it for everybody else. You know what I mean? Number four, man. Number four is the editing process. By me doing that 30-day beat challenge, while I was creating this content live, it was less editing on me, and I'm still, you know what I'm saying, working my 9 to 5, so don't have a lot of time for editing. Editing can take hours. So if you don't want it to take hours, you know what I'm saying, creating live content is an easy way to do so, right? So once you create that live content, it's already up, it's out to the public. Now, what you would have to do, if you want to create it to a short form, you just make sure you have your key points. You know what I'm saying? You know where you created this piano chord at, know where you created that drum at. Now you can edit it, boom, and it's out the door. You know what I'm saying? Or you can hire somebody to edit it, which becomes very expensive. And I think that's one of the things that I like about creating the live content. Creating the live content was pretty much just, I got a beat, I got a video, I got more content. So that's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, the live thing worked for me personally. So it cut down on the editing time, it cut down on the editing process, but it also gave me more content. So that was a benefactor, a plus around the whole board for me. Number 5, last but not least, it's a great way to progress as a producer. And like I said before, you're going to keep trying to find out different ways to make different beats. But because I did them back to back to back, it kind of stuck out in my mind more that, hey, why am I doing the same chord progression on this beat that I did on day 3 and it ain't but day 5? You know what I'm saying? So it's pushing you as a producer. It's pushing the elements of your creativity. It's pushing the boundaries of your creativity. So now, instead of looking at something this small and was like, well, this is all I know, you have to push yourself to expand on that one building block to come here. And that's just going to make you great as a producer. It's going to make you greater as a person even. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna make you think about situations and different things differently. And so, as I said before, when I started making beats as a producer, I was making 3 to 4 beats a day, and I wouldn't leave the computer until I did. And so, the consistency behind making beat after beat after beat after beat, whether you think you're getting better or not, at some point in time, you should be able to look back and know that, okay, I did get better as a producer. And these are the areas I got better at. So at the end of the 30 days, I really seen my progression as a producer. I also heard other people tell me, hey man, you got way better, because that last week or so, it was some good stuff coming up out of there. You know what I mean? Not to saying that the other stuff was bad, but those are the things that stick out more to people. You know what I'm saying? Was like, well, I heard this one's way better than this, but it's just about personal preference. So don't get caught up on other people's personal preference about your beat making skills getting better. Understand wholeheartedly as a person, as a human being, that you're gonna get better if you do something day after day after day after day. You only have room to go up. You started at the ground level, you got room to go up. You know what I'm saying? So keep going up, keep progressing. Keep this content coming. So my overall take, you know what I'm saying, as a producer, I know I got better with the 30-day beat challenge. I also incorporated Curtis King's beat timer. And it allows you to time yourself on how long it takes to make beats. So because I was working my 9 to 5 and I was coming home getting straight to the live cookups, me putting that beat timer on 60 minutes, and I had to make a fire beat within 60 minutes, and the fact that I'm live streaming and I feel like I'm in front of an audience, no matter if it's 1 person in the room or 10 people in the room, I still feel like somebody's looking at me. So I have to do the very, very best that I can do at this point in time. And so I just feel like at the end of the day, this live stream is going to be something that I'm going to incorporate into my beat production repertoire. And it's something I'm going to consistently keep doing. Right now, I'm cranking out beats every Saturday on live streaming with me and my partner 6K Nuke. I'm gonna be cooking out beats every Saturday with me and my partner 6K Nuke. So that's something that I'm gonna keep in my stream content. I'm gonna keep on my YouTube channels. I'm gonna keep coming with more and more content every Saturday with beat cookups, and I'm gonna even incorporate some tutorials about certain songs that I would be mixing. So I mean, if you're a producer and you're looking to create more content quicker without a whole lot of editing, you want to become better within your production skills. You want to take the time to say, let me make this beat no matter if I'm feeling good today or not. Just keep pushing through it. The 30-day beat challenge is a way to do it, and I think we all should be doing it. But I also think we all should be adding this live stream content to our wave of skills. Because you know, when we starting out, we become video editors, we become songwriters, we become everything, you know what I'm saying, under the moon. And I think this is one way to have a piece of content, whether it's 2 hours long, 3 hours long, that you can chop down and make more content later on for your IG pages, for your TikTok pages, so on and so forth. So with that being said, man, I hope this video truly helped y'all out. Make sure you hit that like button if this video helped y'all. Hit that notification bell. Let's get up to these 1,000 subscribers. I'm only at 147 or 48 right now. But let's go, man. If you want to be a part of the family, man, just hit that like button. Come follow the journey with me. I'm DJ 912. I'm checking out DJ912beats.com, superloops.com. Get that loop pack and create some 5 loops. You dig? Peace, love, light, one.